of the build-up is your static stop. So go to the right-hand side of your plot. Use the vertical zoom this thing and expand. And also use the horizontal to make it come out. Are we there? Is everybody here with me? Okay, if we're here, okay, we do the same thing. But before that, we'll go back to the wireline man story. So when he ran to that depth, maximum depth, are we here? Please look at his information. He observed 30 minutes there. He did change of choke. And then at this point, what did he say? He shot in the well for pressure build up. Then he started pulling out of hole. He pulled from the start depth, which was 10,300. So our first stop is that 10,300, which is the stop depth. That's the first. Is the reverse. What we're going to have for static stop is the reverse of the flowing stop. So he moved from there to 10,200. Abi, from 10,200 he moved to 9,500, and he was waiting there 10 minutes too. He moved from 9,500 to 8,000. He moved from 8,000 to 6,000. He moved from 6,000 to 4,000. He moved from 4,000 to 1,000. And he moved from 1,000 to 10 feet. Reverse of what he did in the flowing gradient. In the flowing gradient, he was going down. In the static stop, he is now coming up from deeper depth to the shallower depth. Yes. See the zoom in I'm talking about. You are cutting our storyline. See plus. Are you saying plus? Hey, in place of what I'm doing, you can also use that plus to stretch, just like you do for any pan system. Is that okay? Okay, so now we're going to be picking for this guy. So how many stops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 stops. Abi? So just like what we did before, I want you to pick. When you want to pick, what do you take first? Gradient. We've seen all the stuff. So now we're picking new this thing. We're going to say no here. When you come here, tell it to clear all. Because it's still retaining the other information. Did you see what I did at all? I have expanded my static gradient stops. The next thing I did was to go back to gradient. I picked on gradient. He's asking me, do I want to tie it to the other gauge that I just say no. So what I want you to do is clear all. Okay, don't worry. Let me use the yes, please. Use that yes because it's not giving me. Okay, use the yes, but you come here and clear everything. Then you now see pick more. Did you see pick more here? After you clear, look down, you will see pick more. So click on pick more. Once you click on pick more, so remember this one now. If I'm you, I will start from up here. I'm doing the reverse of what we did. Who is here? Count your own if it's up to 8 stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you didn't stretch well. You pick that last depth too. Please look at what you have picked. You can see that your first pick has 4,072 Abi as your BHP. So it cannot be for a shallow depth. It's the highest depth, which is at that 10,300. I expect everybody to be able to fill in. Eh? You can, but there's something I'm trying to sort. I said there's something I'm trying to sort. I'm coming back to us. Sorry, I'm trying to check something. If it doesn't work, we have to close this, save it as SG and then as FG and open another one. I'm trying to solve the. I've seen what you're saying.
Is it come out? Came out with
Why is the one not coming out?
that your man came out.
Because mine, even when I do it before
Now you
now,
get the contact on
what happened? Please, if your own is having the same issue, just help me to save the first one we have done. And save now, you have done flowing gradient here. I'm wondering why he's having the issue of who has his own that is okay. Somebody's own I heard is very okay. Who has one that is okay. Okay, we are not able to see our plots after picking.
I just zoomed out and this one came up. Is it a problem?
No, it's not a problem. That means it's there.
Okay,
But it's not supposed to be. Okay, oh. Remove the
like
no, remove the regression. Delete the regression that was there before. Let's see. No, I wanted to zoom out to see if I can see mine like you did. I've never seen this kind of challenge. I don't know what's. Are you seeing challenges of software now? Oh yeah, give me
Entry.
10, 300.
Entry.
It's not meant to worry me. 10, 2, 9, 5. Hmm?
8. 6,000. 4,000. 1,000.
Oh, let me write it the other way.
10. What do you mean?
It's not 1,000.
1,000. 1,000.
I wanted to say where to write it now.
10. Should work.
It's working out, but I zoomed before. It's like whatever you do,
The initial step.
delete.
It's looking more like
It is now, but it's not meant to be. I don't know why. Okay, that's
that's
it.
it.
Please, if you have picked, you can see clearly two trends. Can everybody see the two trends? Two things are trending here. So that means I will be leading two regressional line. I'm going to pick the green and the red. So pick anyone you pick. I'm going to first of all look at this one. You can see it's on its own. Hello, this data point did not capture the other ones. This is static. And I want to explain something. As static gradient, you know the well has been closed or shut in for like about, for this one, I don't know whether it's up to 20 hours. So that means your well, the fluid in your well have really settled and segregated. If you get it right like this, you're going to see two pressure trends clearly showing you that there are two fluid gradients there representing two different types of fluid gradients. So we don't know what it is. So I've picked the red line for the upper one. Then I'm going to pick this other blue for the any color. There is no law on the color. So I'm going to try to. Can somebody see there's an intersection? So for me to see what is not showing, it will show now because it has two fluid. Which one do you want it to show first? So for you to see it, you come back to results, this result tab. Can we see result tab? The first one I did was the red one. I want to see what is this fluid gradient for that red regression. I click on it. So what is it showing me? 0.09 something. Remember that our fluid during flow was very light. I told you that there could be gas entrailed in that oil that is flowing. That's why it's that light. Of course, it's a normal thing. So now, when there is segregation, we have allowed the well to be shutting for more than maybe, I don't know, we'll check how many hours they're shutting, whether 20 hours. What will happen? Segregation will happen. The lighter fluid will be on top, and then the heavier fluid will be under. Is that clear? So At static, there is no flow. You can see the separation. At flowing gradient, it's flowing, and for the well to flow, you need gas. Abi, the gas was there. So now we can see clearly that there is gas. And it's showing us the interface. The intercept is where that gas stops on top of that oil. So we are going to see that depth. Let's look at, we've seen the gradient. From this gradient, we know that is what? And the pressure at that intercept is 2533.18. Then we'll now click on the blue one, the blue trend. What is the blue trend? It's giving us oil, 0.2279, still a light oil. That is great. When you interpret it, either you use Excel or anything, you'll be able to see where it lies in the gradient.
Sorry, what could be responsible that when this result started, it was a single flow.
I just saw this flow now. As it's flowing, the gas was entrailed with the oil, lighting the oil to flow. Usually in a well, you need the gas for oil to flow. But if there is no sufficient gas, you see that the oil will be heavy and sluggish to flow. And then they will now ask you to go and be pumping nitrogen or any gas. There is gas in the well, but because it's flowing, they have mixed together. So you're seeing one fluid oil that is very, very light. Are you getting it? So what you're seeing is oil that is very, very light oil. You won't see gas. You won't see. It's oil that is well mixed with your. When you now short in, they will segregate. We now have this. So now we want to know the depth. If you click on the intersection, it's giving you the depth. Where you have oil and the gas interface is called what in your static you did? It's like your gas oil contact as seen by the well. So that your gas oil contact is what is showing you the depth in the well, where you have gas and oil interface. So what's that interface? Is 5,800 and good. Are you seeing it? Are you getting it? It's around 5,000 something, whatever you have. Then the pressure at that point, pressure at contact, pressure at the contact is what is showing you there in the well. So what did Prince tell you that this will help them do? In case they want to gas lift this well, what will this information help them to do? Well, your interest is not to pump gas to gas, it's to pump gas to oil and push it up. Okay. So we have done that one, we're done. So you can do okay and save it as FGSG so that you have it. Save as. Save as. Go back to that I don't know what you called your own. I called my own my work. So I save as FGSG.